one of the things that I would do is I would take the opioid crisis as seriously as we've taken the COVID pandemic. To give you a statistic, in the province of British Columbia, where we're headquartered, in the year 2020, there were more opioid overdose deaths than there were COVID deaths, and we didn't shut down the economy for opioids. So I think that if we could recognize that that is truly a crisis that needs to be dealt with, and mobilize resources against it, and really make a change. Don't just arrest people. I mean, the war on drugs is really just a war on patience. Let's get to the root of the problem, which leads to the second thing, which is acknowledging mental health as a crisis. I don't think that that's happened yet. I think that some policymakers are recognizing it. And I think as drugs are, I would say, okay, what is it that we can do to address the fact that there have been 4,270 US veterans commit suicide since the beginning of 2021? Why are we allowing that to happen? Why do we not recognize that as a crisis? Rooted in mental health, rooted in people self-medicating, rooted in people, getting into destructive behavior. And when soldiers die in the field of battle, there's great ceremony and pomp and circumstance. When they commit suicide, where's their funeral then? I mean, they don't even make the papers. So I think that I would take a look at the mental health with veterans as sort of the harbinger of what's going on. Look at the broader issue of what's happening with young adults that have just been through the COVID crisis, that have had years stolen from them. Look at all of the people that are suffering from anxiety and depression, the billions of dollars in lost productivity, the billions of dollars being spent on pharmaceuticals for people to only get to the point where they're numb enough to get through the day and not truly live their lives. And I would say we need to escalate that entire dialogue and the work around that to what more can we do? And as drugs are, and also the CEO of a psychedelics company, that's a bit self-serving, but the reality is we know, and we've known since the 50s, that these compounds can provide relief for people, and they just haven't, it hasn't crossed the finish line.